Very soon, when soldiers jump from a plane, they'll use a new and improved parachute system. The Army is giving the airdrop system a much-needed overhaul. As Petty Officer Andrew Krause reports, it's aimed at improving capability and safety.
Today's soldier has come a long way from the soldier of 50 years ago, with new state-of-the-art equipment and gear. But one thing had not changed in that time.
Unfortunately, the parachute system has not grown with the new technology of the soldiers and the equipment that they're jumping. So we need to develop, the Army needed to develop a new parachute to sustain a heavier jumper with a heavier combat load.
Thanks to Program Executive Office Soldier and Project Manager Clothing and Individual Equipment, the wait for that improvement is about to end.
We're providing the paratrooper a much more capable, safer, effective parachute that's going to really meet the needs of the modern soldier on the battlefield today.
The Army is replacing the MASS Tactical T-10 with the T-11 Advanced Tactical Parachute System. The MC-1, a maneuverable parachute used by Special Operations soldiers, will be replaced by the MC-6. And Special Operations high-altitude jumpers can say goodbye to the MC-4 freefall parachute. The Advanced RAM Air Parachute System will take its place.
A paratrooper can jump in now with all his equipment safely to the ground. It's a larger canopy that's a cruciform design. It better operates in the air. It's much more stable. There's very little opening shock, especially in comparison to the old design. There's very little oscillation, which was an issue in the past with entanglement, so that's going to reduce that. The form, fit, function of the parachute, it's going to fit the smallest paratrooper and the largest paratrooper and do it well. And the system also wears equipment, so when you have your ruck on, your sidearm or your weapon, whatever that is, it wears much better.
The change with this parachute, it's a little heavier. That's the only thing probably not so right, but it's more comfortable. The rate of descent for the parachute to the ground is a lot slower. And also with this parachute, with other parachutes in the air, when they get close to each other, they automatically go away from each other. So you don't have to worry about collisions and everything as much.
Paratroopers who recently tested the T-11 at Yuma Proving Grounds in Arizona also say they noticed the difference in the drop. The canopy is 28% larger, which allows for a slower rate of descent, even with equipment that's a bit heavier these days.
Slows the soldier down by about 4 feet per second, making him sustainable. When he hits the ground, he can sustain that hit, get up, and then execute his mission.
Project managers say the Advanced Tactical Parachute System reduces landing impact by 49%, which equates to about a 73% reduction in overall injuries.
So therefore, the jumper is going to float softer to the ground, which is what we want, plus it's going to eliminate a lot of injuries on the drop zone.
The parachute has built-in systems that we used to rely on soldiers to do, and soldiers are all different. This parachute's all the same. It's going to do the same thing every single time, so the whole unit is going to react the same way with this parachute.
It will deliver combat power on the battlefield much more safely than the T-10, and it has a number of technical enhancements and technical features allowing it to accept a greater total jumper weight as well as a slower rate of descent, all of which equal more combat power.
Vents in the canopy of the new system will reduce opening shock. It's also designed to reduce oscillation, thus reducing entanglements. Petty Officer Andrew Krause, Pentagon Channel News.